Hey, what's up? It's Tati, and I got a prediction video for you guys. All Out is on Sunday, and I am so happy about this card. It's stacked as hell, but the next day is Labor Day. For those of us who don't have to work the next day, staying up probably won't be so bad. At least not like last time. So we got the pre-show, which they're calling 0 Hour, and that starts at 7 o'clock Eastern time on YouTube. So this is great for people who probably haven't been sold into watching the pay-per-view, or they can't watch the pay-per-view and they want to see something from it. At least they get a little something for this pay-per-view. So we have 3 matches for the 0 Hour portion of it that's going to be on YouTube. First match, we got Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. We've definitely seen this before. Well, maybe some of us. They did have a Capital Collision pay-per-view, I think back in June, I want to say. And Ishii did defeat Eddie Kingston. This time, I think Eddie's going to take the win for it. Next match, we got Hook versus Angelo Parker. I don't even need to go into any details about this. We already know Hook is definitely winning. This will be what, his second time defending the title, so I don't see them taking that from him anytime soon. If anything, this might be the longest match that Hook has had since he debuted, so that's the most that's going to come out of this. I don't really see anything out of the ordinary with this. Just probably a good 10 minutes and that's it with this match, and Hook will retain the title. So last match is Kip Sabian versus Pac. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited for this. I did not think it was going to be on the pre-show whatnot. Well, I was a little bit surprised to hear about that. Honestly, I want Pac to win. I do believe he's going to win, and they're going to continue this feud going forward. However, this is really important because we really have not seen Pac defend this title. I think only once, maybe twice, he defended it, and we saw it on Darker Elevation and whatnot. And to be completely honest with you, exactly what I like about this title is what I don't like about this title. So it's great for promoting AEW, because whoever holds this title get to go from promotion to promotion defending this title, and that's good because it also give some free promo for the promotions that who are lesser known, and whoever that title holder is going against, they get a little bit of exposure as well. But to be honest, we really haven't really seen that executed very well, and Pac was my pick to win this title. And to be honest, I'm very disappointed with how it's going right now, and I do hope moving forward we get to see a lot more with Pac in this title, if he retains, which I do believe he will. This match is probably going to be the best match in the 0 Hour portion. So yeah, Pac definitely going to win. He has to win. There's so much more they need to do with this title. I don't want it to look like they failed on this. They really gotta keep the ball going with it, because it almost seemed like they kind of dropped the ball on this. So I'm not gonna judge too harshly about this title. See where they go with this feud in the upcoming weeks. Alright, so like I said, this card is stacked as hell, so it's going to be a long night. So obviously this is not in any particular order. This is just order of how I'm reading it, because there's no way I'm going to remember all these matches. House of Black versus Miro, Sting, and Darby. I like all 6 of these guys. I've really been having high hopes for House of Black. Not much has happened with them, to be honest. The hype has died down a little bit, but it's kind of steady there, and I want to see so much more with them. Matter of fact, I really want them to win the trios title, and unfortunately that ain't happening. So with this match here, I want House of Black to win, and to be honest with you, I see them winning this match. So that's my pick on who's going to win this match. This is going to be a crazy match. I know all these guys are so talented, and I'm so happy to see Miro back. He's so talented. I wish he was TNT champion again. This is just absolutely crazy. I feel like Wardlow should be defending that title with Miro and House of Black should have been in the finals for the trios title. Since that ain't happening, this is what we got, and I definitely think House of Black is going to win this. So next match, we got Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson. Bryan is my favorite wrestler on this entire roster. I think he's the best one. You know, as far as in-ring work goes, so I enjoy his matches a lot. I was a little bit disappointed with his match with Daniel Garcia when he returned from having, you know, his concussion. I was disappointed with that, but other than that, I'm never really disappointed with him. With this match, it can go either way. So regardless of who wins, you know, something is going to happen with Daniel Garcia. Now, it'd be great if he did join Blackpool Combat Club. That would be really, really cool to see. However, it would also be cool if he had interfered in that match and helped Jericho win. It seemed like something that would be likely to happen. If they went that way, that would be cool as well. But these past few weeks, ever since the ROH pay-per-view, we really see a different side of Daniel Garcia, and I think he's going in the right direction. Whether he's heel or face, I think he's really gotten to prove himself these past few weeks, and he's doing a really great job. It would be really cool to see him assist Chris Jericho and Jericho winning, but I actually do see Bryan taking this one. Next match, Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. I absolutely adore Christian Cage. He's my second favorite wrestler, if I've never mentioned that before. Honestly, I don't know where they're going with this, but part of me feels like perhaps Luchasaurus will get involved and assist Christian Cage with the win. That would be cool. Obviously, that would help, you know, take the storyline to another level, not with just Christian, but with Luchasaurus as well, since Luchasaurus has, you know, been back in Jungle Boy's corner. Maybe some people won't see this coming or whatnot. You know, we've seen a little bit of a difference with his character. You know, he has a new ring attire and everything, especially with the all black, kind of probably foreshadowing his heel turn. So who knows where that's going to go. But this could go either way, but I personally would like to see Luchasaurus get involved in this match and help Christian Cage win this match. And, you know, Christian can continue the feud with Jungle Boy, or Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy somewhere down in the near future. Okay, so also on this pay-per-view, we'll have the Casino Ladder match. This is where we have several opponents in the ring. Starts off with 2 opponents, and I believe every 2 minutes another opponent comes out. Now, we do have the names of the participant except for the Joker. So we have Claudio, Wheeler Yuta, Penta, Rey Fenix, Dante Martin, Rush Andrade, and whoever the Joker is. Now, everybody obviously has been saying MJF. Main reason why is because whoever wins this match get to have a title shot at the AEW World title. The issue with that is that it's a little weird that Claudio and Wheeler are in this match since they're holding gold. I know it's ROH gold, but I just felt like a little bit of waste of spot where we can have 2 other dudes who are not holding gold to be in this match. I don't doubt that these 2 will do really, really well, but there's a big ass roster, and y'all should be using as much people as possible. I've also seen a lot of people say Darius Martin, and I'm gonna say I absolutely don't think Darius is gonna be the Joker. Reason why is because he had, after he came back from injury, like maybe 3 weeks tops, probably not even a month, he got injured again. And after getting injured, he had a car accident. And the pictures I saw, I was like, bro, we probably see you next year or something. Like, it did not look good at all. So I don't think he'll be the one to be in this match. It would be interesting to see MJF, because if Punk would have won the title back later on in the night, people want to see Punk versus MJF again, or just see a feud. People will want to see MJF feud with Moxley. Me personally, I'm not really interested, but whoever wins this, it really depends on who the Joker is. I'm not sure who I would pick, but I would definitely eliminate Claudio and Wheeler from winning. I can definitely see probably Andrade, maybe Rude. She's been doing really well since he's been with AEW, so it's more likely them two to win this, depending on who the Joker is. I don't really have a prediction on who might win this. If I knew who that person would have been, I could have given, you know, a prediction on that. So moving on to the next match, which is just annoying. Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns. Like I said earlier, Wardlow needs to be defending that title. Me, I'm a simple girl. You win a title, you need to be reigning defending. Okay, this is why I'm not really impressed with the whole Roman Reigns thing. I don't like this shit. I want to see you defending that title. Wardlow, he had everybody behind him. I was absolutely hating all these squash matches and everything over and over again, but you know, he got to the top, got that title, and since then, what? Nothing really. And to be honest, if they're not going to be utilizing him, like, I don't really see why he even needs to have that title. Really, I don't want to blame him. It's really the booking. There's just so much going on. They really need to get their priorities in order when it comes to, you know, booking whoever is holding gold in this company. I love AEW, but there are a lot of things that needs to be tweaked and fixed like yesterday. So for this match, I'm definitely going with Wardlow and FTR taking the win on this. Jay Lethal is so talented. Oh my god, he is absolutely talented, and I love seeing him in the ring. But for Sunday, definitely Wardlow and FTR taking it. This one right here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good match, but it is what it is. So we got Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs. Now for this, honestly, I really like how Ricky's been looking lately ever since he dropped that FTW title. You know, he's holding his own, especially on the mic. People are getting behind him, and you know, he's looking good for himself. Hobbs, however, I feel like he's not as great on the mic like Ricky. And honestly, with Ricky, in another year or so, he's going to be just one of their biggest names, absolutely, and I can't wait to see it. But I'm going with Hobbs to win this one, and they'll continue to feud. Alright, next match we got Jade Cargill versus Athena for the TBS Championship. Now, you guys, Jade Cargill is beautiful. She has so much confidence and charisma, but in the ring, she's not great. She's not that good. But she got those other star qualities that a lot of women in the locker room do not have. That's for sure. She looks like a champion. She's money. But in the ring, it's like, okay, you can tell she hasn't been doing this long. So there's just a lot of room for improvement when it comes to Jade. Athena, she has experience. She's amazing in the ring. I would like to see her win this, to be completely honest with you. As much as I really like Jade, and I mean, I'm telling you, like, I could stare at her all day, but that's just all it is really with her. In the ring, there could be so much more, and I do think, you know, despite the streak and everything else that's going on with her, she's not really seasoned in the ring, and sometimes watching her match, you're just like, oh my god, like, to be honest, I think she could use a lot more work. And if she dropped this to Athena, that would be absolutely great. But to be honest, I see her retaining this title. Next match, we have Swerve in Our Glory versus The Acclaimed. I love all four of these guys, and oh my gosh, I really don't know how this is going to go. But really, I think Swerve in Our Glory is going to retain. I don't really see why they need to drop this right now. The Acclaimed, they're becoming more and more popular and whatnot. If anything, I can see another interruption happening, interference happening with the Ass Boys getting involved. And speaking of Ass Boys, they released the shirts, the Acclaimed shirts today that says "Scissor Me Daddy Ass." And at first, like 2 days ago, Anthony was like, oh, you know, it's a no-go on the shirts. And now all of a sudden, Pro Wrestling Tees have posted the shirt this morning, and I was just in love. So I'm getting my wallet out for that. All right, so we have another women's match on this card, and it is for the AEW Women's Championship. Now, people are saying it's vacated, and I have not heard AEW specifically say vacated. They said they were doing this for an interim women's champion. I mean, that could possibly change depending on, you know, the extent of Thunder Rosa's injuries or whatnot. And Tony had made this comment that kind of came off kind of fucked up, but at the same time, it's like you kind of get it. People were like, when Punk got injured and he was announcing it, he had like the whole damn hour of Rampage to let everybody know. And versus Thunder Rosa, she had like 15 seconds to say, I'm injured and I'm gonna be gone for a bit, and that was pretty much it. And he said, you know, CM Punk, he draws people. People would sit there and listen to CM Punk probably for a whole hour of Rampage, versus Thunder Rosa. She was literally crying the second the camera was on her. Who's gonna want to hear somebody crying the whole time? So it kind of sounds a little fucked up to say it, but the truth is that as a promoter, you gotta know where the money's at. Thunder Rosa, she's absolutely great. I've even seen her matches against men, and she's held her own really well. But CM Punk, he's a better draw, so he gets more time to talk about how his foot's fucking shattered and everything, and it makes sense. But like I said, I did not hear anything about this title being vacated. They're looking for the interim women's championship. So Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Hikaru Shida, and Jamie Hayter. First of all, I'm gonna say this: Britt, please, we don't want her to win. She's done pretty great for herself, but it's not her time right now. I'm gonna say Toni ends up winning this match. It'll be interesting to see Toni wins this match, and you know, she holds the title for quite some time, and it ends up going against Thunder Rosa, who's supposed to still be her friend. And Thunder Rosa is also even cheering for Toni to win this, so that would be great. Another option would be Jamie Hayter winning this. She's great as well in the ring. If she were to win, to see how that would cause a rift between her and Britt, and that can start a totally new feud. That would be interesting to see as well, even though I would like to keep Britt out of the title picture. But you know, she's a great wrestler, and I don't mind seeing her in the ring, but I just don't want to see any gold on her anytime soon. So it's between Jamie Hayter or Toni Storm. Either one of these girls winning, I'm cool with, but I think Toni is the one that's gonna get the title for sure. So now we have the Elite versus whoever. So right now it's Friday before Rampage. We got a live show tonight, and it'll be the semifinals with the Best Friends versus Dark Order. Now, first of all, I want to say the match on Dynamite with the Elite and United Empire, that was absolutely beautiful. But during that match, my whole life flashed before me, and I said, wait a minute, this whole shit was for the Elite. The Elite is going to win this whole tournament, and to be honest with you, I don't see the fucking reason why. I really don't see why. And I'm not trying to be biased because I wanted House of Black to win from the beginning. It's really the trios title. I was so excited, been wanting this for like over a year now. People have been saying, you know, they should have this title. There are a lot of trios in this roster, and that's an opportunity for people who's never held any gold. Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, they've held the best titles in the damn company. They didn't even really need this. That's just my opinion. People's not going to agree with that. There are so many people on this roster. Dark Order been here. They probably built the damn parking lot. Okay, they've been around for so long, and they don't have nothing to show for it, and that's the god honest truth. So I really feel like they did this thing on Dynamite where Preston was injured with a little band-aid on his knee, okay, so he can't participate. So now we have Hangman who's participating in this match, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's almost a chance now that Dark Order can actually make it to the finals, simply because Hangman is involved. Now, you do know Young Bucks did ask Hangman to be part of their team. He said, fuck out of here, I don't want to be in your team, find somebody else. They ended up getting Kenny Omega, who's a better wrestler, who has been out for like, what, 10 months or so. People missed him, people wanted to see him. But I think at the time, I was not anticipating that they would actually win the whole damn thing. And here we are. The Elite is definitely in the finals. Now we'll have to wait for Rampage to see if it's either Dark Order or Best Friends. And to be honest, I would have rather seen anybody but the Elite make it this far, so for some new people to have this type of opportunity. And unfortunately, no, it's not going to go that way. Will the Dark Order win the trios title? That would be actually really crazy if they did. If you told me this like a couple of weeks ago that they would have won, I would have said no, definitely not. But I honestly feel like if Preston was involved in this match, absolutely wouldn't even have a chance of making it to the finals. But now that Hangman's involved, there's probably a chance. For sure. So who's gonna win tonight on Rampage? No idea. I could see it being the Best Friends. I think it's like 10% chance Dark Order, 90% chance Best Friends, and then from there the Elite's gonna win the trios title, absolutely, for sure, on All Out. Alright, y'all, and for the main event, Jon Moxley versus CM Punk. I am a little annoyed with the storyline. The thought of them playing hot potato with this title is a little annoying to me, because if CM Punk wins this, it's like, well, what was the point of him losing it 2 weeks ago? For like what reason? Y'all couldn't wait? My pick to win, oh my god, I love these two very much. Really, Moxley is my pick to win. Moxley been holding the fort down while CM Punk was gone. I love Moxley's style, love his attitude. He's a really cool dude. CM Punk is cool too, but it's like, you know, he had the title for like, what, a week before he broke his foot? If even a week. And he had to leave. And then, you know, it was what it was. Jon Moxley ended up you know, being champion, well, interim champion, and I think he really looks good, and I would like to see where it goes with this. I just did not like how CM Punk lost that title. Like, it just looks so it was a bad call. They could have just waited for All Out or whatnot. I don't know what's the point of this, but that promo, that segment with CM Punk on Dynamite was absolutely amazing. It was like that feel-good story. You broke your leg, you're back in the ring, you're about to give up and tell everybody that you're a sore loser and you're going home, and then all of a sudden you hear those words of encouragement, and now you're back on your feet and you're ready to fight. And he's out in the crowd just going about, and he's in, you know, he's in his hometown, so the crowd is behind him. There was some boos, there were some people who wasn't feeling him, and he got to the point where he said something about he got 16 screws on his foot, and that's more screws than the fat guy in the front row has ever had, or whatever, something like that. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious. There was even a point when he was in the crowd right after he signed the contract or for the match at the pay-per-view. Somebody was holding up their baby like the baby was a sacrifice to CM Punk or something. Like, I thought it was cute. As a mom, I think it's cute. Like, I would totally want to bring my child to see a show, but I was just like, wow, this looks kind of crazy in the pictures. But this match, I don't know how it's going to go, because they're going to be playing on CM Punk's foot the whole time, obviously. How injured is he? I really don't know. If he would have lost that first match and what seemed to be like 3 to 4 minutes, what's gonna happen at the pay-per-view? You know, so he's gonna have to stick it out a lot longer in order for people to really believe everything that happened on Dynamite and think, you know what, CM Punk may actually have a chance. He's gonna have to last a lot longer than what he did a week ago, and hopefully, I don't know, he need to put up a good fight. But ultimately, I see Moxley winning this. It's probably the better choice. People are already having these rumors about CM Punk wanting to leave. He basically got a foot out the door, no pun intended. There's a lot of rumors about him, you know, clashing with people backstage and all that stuff. I don't know. I really don't like to listen to rumors. A lot of times just pure speculation and not really the truth or whatnot. But I do see Moxley you know, retaining, and where it goes from there, I have no idea. And it'll be interesting to see who wins this match with the casino ladder match. I don't know how soon that person gets a title shot, but it would be interesting to see someone new in the picture. And if it were to be MJF, that would actually be pretty cool. The odds of him returning, for me, it's like 5% out of 100. So who knows? I'm really looking forward to this pay-per-view. I think it's going to be pretty good. I hope it's just like don't last till like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatnot, but it looks like it probably will. This is a huge pay-per-view, a lot of matches, a lot of things going on, and can't wait to see who won. Thanks for watching my video.